Hello, I'm Professor Brian Boucher. Welcome back. In this video, we're going to do a quick look at the different sources where you can get financial statement information about companies. This video is optional, so if you already know a lot of these sources, you don't need to watch the video. But if you're new to this and you want some advice on places that you can get the kind of financial statement information of companies that we'll use in this course, then this is the video for you. Let's get started. The first source to go to find a company's financial statement data is its own website. On the website, there's usually an investor relations page that will have all of the company's financial statements. Let me show you. Let's go to the 3M Company's website. To find the financial information, you generally have to go to the bottom of a website because for some reason companies are much more interested in trying to convince you to buy their products than they are in having you take a look at their financial statements. So way down here at the bottom, under About Us, we have Investor Relations. Then there's a link for financials where you can get quarterly earnings, annual reports, SEC filings. So let's look at annual reports. And here's the 24 annual report. We can click on that, and then if you go in far enough, you'll eventually find the financial statements. Another good place to look is the SEC EDGAR website. The SEC is the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. And here's where they have all the financial filings for U.S. companies and for any non-U.S. companies that are listed in U.S. markets. So let me show you what this looks like. If you Google SEC EDGAR, you'll come up with this web page. So you can type in a company name. So we'll do 3M. Search. Here's 3M Company. Click on that. Then you can see all of their filings, the 8Ks, current reports, quarterly reports. If you want to find the annual report or 10K, you can just put that in and search. Then you can click on financial statements, and voila, you get to the 3M Company financial statements on the SEC website.
Professor, I only follow companies in Hong Kong. That SEC EDGAR website is useless to me. What do you propose I do?
Well, I would suggest that you search for the information on the internet. So I Googled Hong Kong company financial statements. I found this website called HKX News, where I was able to type in the name of a company on the exchange, so Phoenix TV. Then I went down and hit search, and it brought up a list of all of Phoenix TV's filings and press releases. So I was able to click on interim report, brought up the interim report. I was able to page down, scroll down through all of the pages, and eventually get to their financial statements. Now, it would take me a lot of time to do this for all the countries in the world, because last time I looked, there's a couple hundred of them. So maybe what I'll suggest is that you guys create a discussion forum thread where if you find good sources of financial statements for your country, you can post it to that thread and share it with the other students. Another source you could use is one of the internet finance sites like Morningstar or Google Finance or Yahoo Finance or Reuters, to give 4 examples.
Dude, do I have to subscribe to these? And which one should I use?
You can get most of the information you need on these sites for free. But as you navigate through them, you may see links to other useful information that you do have to subscribe to get access to. And so if you're going to do a lot of this, maybe you do want to subscribe. Now, I'm not going to recommend which site to use, mainly because none of these people are paying me to recommend them. So if somebody out there wants to sponsor this video and pay me to recommend their site, maybe I will. But until then, I'll just give you a list, and you can decide which ones you want to use. So let's just take a look at Morningstar as an example. So you can type in the ticker symbol if you know it. So for 3M, it's MMM. So 3M Company. Then I could click on financials, and it gives me income statement, balance sheet, cash flow. I can choose annual or quarterly, amount of periods. And so this is a quick way that I can get financial statement information on a large number of companies. And the last source is you could subscribe to the Wharton Research Data Services, or WRDS. Let me show you what that looks like. If you search under WRDS, you'll hopefully come to our website for Wharton Research Data Services. The benefit of this data is you can quickly retrieve financial statement items on thousands and thousands of companies. The drawback is, my understanding, it's incredibly expensive. So you probably only want to do this if your institution already has an account, and you could look to see whether, if you're with the Board of Governors, U.S. Patent and Trademark, or various universities or companies, you might already have an account. If not, and this would be useful to you, you could talk to your company about buying an account. But this is something that's really good if you work for an institution and you need to do heavy-duty data analysis. But if you're just an individual that's going to dabble in this stuff, you probably want to use one of the sources that we looked at earlier.
Okay, got it. When are we going to do something interesting?
Okay, enough with the optional preliminaries. In the next video, we'll start doing the more interesting stuff. But you got to give me some credit. At least I brought this in under 15 minutes. I mean, it's really hard for me to make a video that's less than 15 minutes. That wraps up our look at the different sources that you can get financial statement information. In the next video, we will start our analysis of a company using ratio analysis techniques. I'll see you then.
See you next video.